Hey guys, Neely here. I'm coming in today for a housekeeping habits video. I have been making some progress with getting my house more in order, and I'm getting to the point where I don't have a ton of decluttering jobs that need to be done. So following along with the Fly Lady missions for the day, a lot of things don't apply. So I'm kind of just doing stuff that I know that I need to get done, and then as soon as I get a few more of these little things taken care of, like little projects, then I will be jumping more into the detail cleaning list that Fly Lady has for the different zones. So I haven't been following along every day with the missions. It's like I'll look at it and it'll be like, oh, that doesn't really apply, but I know I really need to get this done, so I will work on that. So I have been pretty consistent about getting something done every day, but not exactly on the Fly Lady schedule. What'd you find? Is it a pizza? So I will just go around and show you the few little things that I've gotten done, and then I'm going to show you my garage. I did get the pantry done, which is out in the garage, but I have a lot more work to do in the garage, and a lot of it is my husband's stuff, so I can't do a ton with most of the stuff, but I just wanted to get it in order enough, like my side of the garage, kind of, get it all in order and make it usable, because it's getting warmer now, and when it's warmer we like to use the garage. We have a carpet down in there, and we like to use it just for extra space for the kids to play Legos or for exercising and that kind of stuff. So I really want to get it usable again, so I will show you that here in a minute and hopefully get some before and afters of how terrible it looks now, and hopefully how amazing it'll look in a little bit. I have not gotten before and afters of the projects that I've been doing the last week or so. I just felt like I would get inspired and just start working, and then halfway through I'd be like, oh man, I should have taken some video before I started, because this is going to look great once I'm done, but I just don't think to do it until I'm finished. But I will show you what it looks like now, and if you remember my house tour, maybe you'll remember how things looked before and see the difference. But I'm gonna turn it around here and show you my cabinets down below and above. So one of my biggest goals is to get counters decluttered. I'd love to be able to get all of the counters completely clear, but that's not super realistic in my kitchen, so I'm just trying to do it as much as I can. I used to have the big blue jar there with the cooking utensils, but I got those put up here. I made some space for that. And then let's see, I showed you the top of my fridge before, and I kind of changed it since I showed you before. I had 4 of those smaller bins, but I decided to use 2 of them for something else, and then I put in a bigger bin with no lid, and that I'm keeping chips and any boxes of crackers or cereal or anything like that. We usually don't have a lot of that kind of stuff, so it all fits pretty well into that big bin, and it pulls out pretty easily. And then I have my Vitamix up there, and then I have my basket with supplements and my blood sugar monitor that I use every morning. These are like my morning supplements. So that is what the top of my fridge looks like, and I'm really liking that. It's working out really well. And then, so this cabinet here, before, you can see it's really dirty. I really need to get with the deep cleaning. I'm getting everything decluttered, and once I do that, I'll be able to jump into the deep cleaning a lot more. But this used to have all of my spices, and then all of my bottles of oils and vinegars and stuff like that. And I just completely cleared it out. I have wanted to get my spices moved out of there for a long time, because I know it's not good to have spices right over the stove because of the steam and the heat, and they can mold, and I really wanted to avoid that, but I just didn't have a good place for them. And so I kind of weighed all my options and found what I think will work. I kind of tried it and it seems to be working, so I'm going to keep it that way. Under here I have this little shelf, and I did have some like teas and stuff here, but I did move those again because I want to get that out of the steam. I still have my salt here, and this is just cute. Whoa, it got stuck on there. cute little decoration that I thought was so adorable, and I finally had room for it. I grabbed a couple of these boxes from IKEA for washcloths and for hot pads, and they fit right under there really well. So I like how clean that looks. It was looking kind of messy with just shoving the hot pads back there. And then I put all of my glass storage and baking dishes up here, and I think that will work really well. Of course, that's a great thing to put above the stove because you don't have to worry about the heat on that. And I still do have a few of my cooking oils and the vinegar back there, just the stuff that I use every day, and I move the other stuff that I don't use as often down below. I'll show you that in a second. And then I do have a little bit of food still up there, just stuff that we use on a daily basis, raisins, and then that's sugar back there. And then that box, I can show you, it's just like snacky stuff, like dried fruit, chocolate chips. The girls like to have chocolate chips and nuts. Whatever, this is some dried cranberries, just a few little bars, whatever we have that's kind of snacky, I'm just putting in there. And then this little one is just for other little things that I use often, which I don't have much in here right now. I just have my sweet potato flour that I use for thickening things, and then a lid of a container that I didn't want to lose. So that is what is up there, and I'll kind of play with what needs to go in there and stay in there on a regular basis. And I just got more baking dishes up there. So I took all of my spices out of there and most of my oils and things, and I'll show you now what I did with them. I didn't want to put them over here because I have all of my stuff. I have, like, I usually would keep coffee stuff in here, and like all of my THM stuff, my protein powder, my chia seeds. Let's see, this is cocoa butter, ghee, let's see, tea, other tea, sunflower lecithin, all that kind of stuff, collagen, all that kind of stuff in there. And that's kind of my cabinet, and I really like having it there. So I didn't want to clear that out and try to find another place for that and put my spices there. I wanted just to keep that being mine. I did get another one of these containers. I just love these containers. They're so great. And I just have a bunch of little things. I kept having stuff getting shoved to the back of that cabinet, and it just stayed there forever until I just did a huge deep clean. I just want to try to keep it more organized so I don't have to do that, but just, this is just little stuff that I throw in. Nuts, nutritional yeast, all kinds of just little stuff that I didn't want to get shoved in the back of the cabinet. It makes it easier to get it in and out when it's in that bin. And these bins are from IKEA. I showed you those on one of my hauls, and then some bigger things back there like the protein powder and the jars of stuff. So that is my cabinet. So I didn't want to do spices in there, so I decided to do the spices down here. And this is where I used to have all of my glass stuff, and I was frustrated by how disorganized and messy it got, especially because the kids put away the dishes, and so they would put it away, and it was just a mess. But now that I've moved the glass up above, like Talia can't reach up there by herself and do it, so she just leaves it on the stove, and then I put it away so I can keep it nice without it getting all junked and messy. So the spices, this is my box of things that I use the most often. It's like garlic powder, onion powder, pepper, chili powder, all that kind of good stuff. And then this is spices that I don't use quite as often. Turmeric and sage and all that kind of good stuff, but it's still pretty accessible. It's not difficult to get out. And then back there I have some more of the oils, like sesame oil. I got kosher salt, balsamic vinegar, stuff like that. I don't use it every day, but I do want it accessible. And then this is where I ended up putting the other two containers that used to be up on top of the fridge. And the top one is actually still empty, so I still have room to do stuff in there. But the one down below, they stack really nicely. And the one down below is just different kitchen equipment that I don't want to put in the attic, but I don't use it enough to have it be in a drawer or really easily accessible. I want, you know, access to it, but I don't want it in my way all the time. So that is what the bottom container down here is. And then I will just kind of figure out what I want to use this one for as time goes on. The other thing I had down below here before was my cutting boards, and I just moved those over here. I don't know why, see, really need to do some deep cleaning here. I don't know why it took me so long to put them over here. They fit great, and when I had them in the other cabinets, they were always falling over unless they had something pushing them over to the side, and it was crazy. I don't know why it took me so long. So I have all of my cutting boards in here now. Now to the other side of the kitchen, I did a little bit of decluttering in our other big cabinet that had cups and like sippy cups and water bottles, and also all of our supplements. And it was starting to get really messy with the supplements just spreading out everywhere, and like the supplement bottles are like short, and so there'd be all this wasted space above, and it was just a mess. So I did a few things, and I will show you how I got that organized. So you can see we use jars. We use them for drinking, and then I use them also for storage. So I keep a bunch in there, and a lot of them are in the dishwasher right now. Got all my cups down here, got mugs and like sippy cups and water bottles, and then the supplements that I'm the most excited about, because they would just kind of fill this whole top one and then kind of go all through here, and it was just a mess. I also transferred this basket. I had it in another place that I wasn't using it. I think it was with my spices actually. And I transferred this. These are really, really great. I got these quite a while back, and I'll put a link, an Amazon link down to these. But they are great for when you have stuff that's not super tall and you just have a bunch of wasted space here. They just hook right onto the cabinet, and they're pretty inexpensive. I just put straws and all these sippy cup and water bottle pieces. I would have those scattered around just because there was no good place for them. And just having this basket here really helps just keep the clutter down off the shelves. And then for the supplements, these are the kids' supplements. And then this one is my husband's supplements. Just in there like that. And there's a little room behind the boxes so I can fit a few little things back there. But these are my supplements, more of my supplements. I have supplements in a few different places. And that just keeps it so much easier than having to grab a stool and try to dig through that cabinet when we are trying to find something specific. It makes it so much easier, and I'm really, really happy about how this cabinet turned out. So that's it for the kitchen. I will go out to the garage here and show you the giant mess in the garage. I also will show you my pantry that I did work on and get fairly organized, and I'll just give you a good idea of what I have on my plate for today. So you can already see I really need to vacuum, and there's already piles and piles of stuff. I need to deal with my cleaning supplies. Just boots are always a mess here. We need to have some better option for that. But I did get my pantry organized pretty well. I've got buckets of oats and rice and things like that there. And then everything's kind of just in its place. Tomatoes, fish, coconut milk. Yeah. That's just, I don't need to go through everything, but that is my pantry, and I'm happy with it. I had bags of stuff that needed to be put somewhere, and I got all that taken care of, and so I'm happy with that. And I need to get working on this, and actually these are drying right now, so I can't show you a ton, but it's just stuff, you know, clutter everywhere. Probably need to declutter shoes, and then all of this stuff is my husband's. So I want to try to get this computer desk cleared off just as much as I can, because a lot of it is my husband's. I can't just get rid of his stuff without knowing what's junk and what's not. But I'm going to do my best to clear this place out and get it at least usable. So that is a big job, and hopefully I'll be able to show you some after pictures here in a little bit. All right, I've been working for a while, and here is what I got. I actually do have a carpet in here. You may not believe it from what I showed you before, but I got things kind of decluttered. I got the whole computer desk cleared off, which is nice. There's still lots to do up there and down there on the shelves, but I'm not trying to do everything today, just trying to do a little bit. Charity was so excited to see the clean floor that she immediately wanted to dance. So she's dancing. What kind of a dance are you doing?
A tiger trick dance.
Tiger trick dance.
Yeah. Do you want to watch
And he's
it?
doing downward dog and
Yeah.
upward dog. Good job, Poe.
And do you want
And, okay, go ahead. Woo! That is some amazing dancing right there. So my husband's stuff, I just tried to stack it as well as I could just to get it out of the way, and he's going to be dealing with that soon. And at least we have an area to actually walk through and live and dance if we want to. So anyways, that is my decluttering of the garage, and I'm happy with the progress we've made so far. Definitely have a ways to go, but that is enough for now, I suppose. All right, that is it for my housekeeping habits for today. I hope that was fun. I'm trying to do these videos once a week, and I don't really have a rhyme or reason to how they go. Just kind of figure it out as I go along and share with you whatever it is I have on my mind to share with you. So that is it for today, and I will talk to you again soon. You say bye?
Bye.
Bye, and Poe says bye. Poe wanted to come out and dance too. Can you dance with Poe?
Sure.
Okay.
And we need to have the music first.
Okay, now that my video's done, we can turn on some music.
Oh,
Bye, guys.